So, are there any dog breeds that are more susceptible to arthritis and hip and joint issues?
Definitely. On the whole, we tend so because dogs have been bred over generations and generations. Um, Initially, it's not as bad these days, but in the past, there used to be a lot of interbreeding because people didn't really fully understand the genetics. And so, what happens when you have a much smaller gene pool is that you tend to get these specific problems that develop in different breed lines. And so, um, we certainly tend to see a lot more joint developmental problems in some of the bigger dogs. Yeah, and some of the dogs that have been around for the longest, if you think about the breeds that have been historically around for much longer, they tend to have sort of more specific or more severe joint issues. So take, for example, the Labrador Retriever. You know, everyone loves a Labrador, don't they? And this is sort of crossed throughout the world. You see Labradors in every country. And so Labradors, they commonly have elbow dysplasia. That would be a common thing that they get, as well as hip dysplasia. And that's something that it can be tested for to a certain degree. So these days they can take x-rays of both the parents and score them and see, but it's not 100% reliable indicator of what those puppies may be. But Labradors definitely, we see it in things like German Shepherds. They've also been around for a long time. Golden Retrievers, Great Danes. It tends to be, a lot of the joint problems tend to be in bigger dogs. So the bigger breeds, and partly that's to do with how fast their bones grow, genetics, obviously, and obviously there's a lot more weight on those joints as well. There's all sorts of reasons why they may be more, maybe more prone to joint problems. It's not to say we don't see them in smaller dogs, but they tend to be more of a problem in bigger dogs.